As you know, maybe to give you a background, this is an attack on the national unity platform, and you can clearly see it. You remember we told you people that we had very many candidates who we wanted to nominate, over 425, and the regime made sure that we did not nominate majority of the people in those distant places. In Uganda and Eastern Uganda, we were able to nominate bigger numbers, but in Northern Uganda, Western Uganda, even Far East, they made it very, very difficult for NUP to nominate its candidates. And you remember what happened. We called you for a press conference and told you how they frustrated us from nominating LC5 chairpersons, many of them across the country. Now, after that, they blocked the funds that we had hoped to use to nominate candidates. So many of our candidates did not nominate again because they did not have funds. We ended up nominating 303 candidates. But even before that, you remember that there are candidates who were just clearly blocked from being nominated. In Bukedea, where they went as far as denominating, before the denomination, removing 3 women who were trying to contest for that position of woman member of parliament for Bukedea. They went ahead and blocked our candidates from accessing nomination venues in other places. So, after refusing to nominate and to do all those things they did, we were able as a national platform to nominate 303 parliamentary candidates. But you have seen what has been happening. The regime, the Museveni regime, has launched an onslaught against our candidates through different maneuvers. There have been largely 2 maneuvers that they are using now to deal with the candidates who are able to nominate. The first one is buying them out. But they don't just buy them out, they buy them out with threats. There are some of these candidates who you saw paraded by Museveni in Barara, in Isinjiro and other places, who are now coming to us to say that the regime threatened them, intimidated them, and told them that if they do not accept to appear in those pictures, they are going to be arrested, they are going to be abducted, their businesses would collapse, etc., etc. So that is how the regime has been operating, trying to buy out those through coercion. Now, the other thing they are trying to do is to denominate our candidates. And so far, they have denominated 4 candidates. They denominated Mase Abetchan, Rebecca from Nebi, claiming she did not have enough signatures. The member of parliament requires only 10 signatures, and they said she did not raise the 10 signatures. They denominated our youth candidate for Northern Uganda called Ernest Ayen. Again, for him they claimed that he did not have, that he was not of age, he was not within the age requirement, even when he had documents from NIRA and others. They went ahead and denominated Ongelek Charles, our candidate from Bukedea, Kachumbara County. And they claimed, again, that he did not have enough signatures. So this morning, they have gone for the Honorable Walukaga, who is here with us today. We condemn this in the strongest terms possible, and we want to say that this is not just about NUP. Every citizen of Uganda should be concerned about the criminality, the illegality, the unconstitutionality of whatever this regime has turned into. The Abakama and his people are clearly breaking the law. They are turning themselves into the judge, prosecutor in these matters, and even the executor in these matters. Because the Electoral Commission is not mandated under the law to determine qualifications. Its role, once documents are brought before the Electoral Commission and they are authentic, the Electoral Commission can now not go into whether they are equivalent. It is not the entity charged with equating academic qualifications. There is a National Council for Education. Let me tell you this, because some people may think that the NUP did not do due diligence. We did all the due diligence before we nominated our candidates. And we made sure that they had the requisite academic qualifications. The Honorable Matthias Walukaga, here are the documents he submitted for his nomination. The first one is this certificate of mature age / aptitude test, issued by Islamic University in Uganda. Now, after that, he went to the National Council for Education and obtained a certificate of equivalence. Now, the National Council for Higher Education is the entity charged with equating academic qualifications. It clearly says that I certify that Walkaga Mathias, who was born on this date, has certified the National Council for Higher Education in consultation with UNEP that he has completed formal education of advanced level standard or its equivalence. Now, the National Council for Higher Education gave a certificate of equivalence. Now,